So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
In 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Tua going to throw. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
The score, Cardinals 14, Dolphins 7. Zane Gonzalez.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Tua. Now a short one to Gesicki. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Hopkins on the grab over the middle.
Complete to Dion.
A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, Tua. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Complete.
16 yards, a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Miami.
Play action, now it's Tua. Here he's got Grant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now left side on the swing pass. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Our 2 quarterbacks in this one certainly have a history together. They finished 1-2 in the Heisman voting in 2018 with Murray getting the award. But It was Tua who got the last laugh when his Crimson Tide beat Murray Sooners 45-34 on their way to a national championship. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Jason Sanders to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
That's complete to Ward. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Ward. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Murray from midfield. This one caught by Isabella.
Murray's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the Dolphins' 43-yard.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. Throw left side, caught here by Ward. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 27.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Murray looking for the end zone. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up fourth. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. Fighting his target, it's Ward. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray going to run on the option. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Murray. This one caught by Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down now. It's Ward, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Cardinals 24, Dolphins 14. Zane Gonzalez to kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Open man is Galladay, complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
3 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Tua on 4th down. Forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you huddle him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Again on the ground, again it's Ward. Whoosh. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Makes the score Cardinals 31, Dolphins 14. Zane Gonzalez.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
A gain of 5. First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Delano Hill. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the option, it's Murray. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
A loss of 5.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down.
For the Cardinals.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
10. At their own 12-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ward. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Down Tua. On the crossing route, complete. It's Grant. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. Past the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Dolphins 14. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Cards, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.